Yo, what's going on, y'all? About to hit this gym. Try to make this short and quick and very knowledgeable. Topic is, should you have fun? Should you have fun with the wrong ones while you're waiting for the right one? Some people call that date them all until one acts right. Same thing. I mean, you can label shit any way you want to label it, but it's the same shit. Question is, should you do this? Some people even say that you gotta date people to find out who the right one is. And I agree to a certain extent, but to a certain extent I don't agree. The problem with this shit is, when it comes to the right one, it's not like you meet somebody one day and voila, they're the right one. It's not how it works. For one, the right one could be the right one for somebody else and not for you. Or the right one could be right for you and not right for someone else. That's why the right one is something that's actually built more than someone you find. Now you got to find the right person to build this project with, what y'all call relationship with, you know what I mean? But it still has to be built. Like, you have to have chemistry and you got to like get to know each other and learn how to work through problems with each other, learn how to deal with each other basically, in order to become the right one in the first place. So again, you don't just meet somebody one day and boom, they the right ones. It don't work that fucking way, people. It just doesn't work that way. You have to put in some work at some point in time for the right one to be the right one. There's no way around it. You got to go through shit. You got to go through shit to see if a person will leave you alone. You know, they got to know your flaws. All this crazy stuff, man. They got to know your flaws. You got to go through shit. The right person could be the right person for you, but not for the next person, and vice versa, whatever. So again, I can't stress it enough. You don't just meet somebody one day and voila, they're the right person. That's not how it works, because the right person has a lot to do with you two being able to work together and being able to work things out when you go through things and learning how to deal with each other, basically. All in a nutshell, the two people have to learn how to deal with each other to make the relationship work. That's the real essence of how you know if you're with the right person or not. So you don't technically know until you go through shit. You can't just look at a person and say, you're the right person. It don't work that way, people. I know in our minds we think this is how it is. Like, well, they this and this and this. They check off the boxes. But still, even if they check off all the boxes, and that don't mean that y'all are going to be able to work through shit. It's kind of like, people like, man, the Lakers got LeBron, Carmelo, Dwight Howard. Damn, they got everybody. But then they play together and they don't work out. They don't work out. They don't win the championship. They don't win that chip. Because yes, on paper, it looks like the right fit. Like, all these guys are the right people. You be like, man, how the fuck this team gonna lose? But when they play together, they don't work together like that, so they don't win. It's the same thing with two people in a relationship, y'all. But another thing is, you got to become the right person too. You know, while you're waiting on the right person. What happens if I'm out here partying every day? Man, get some hoes, dog, some hoes. And the right woman come along and she be like, man, I liked him. I thought he was different. But I'm still in the mindset of, well, I don't know if she's serious or not, so I'm just going to get some hoes, keep partying. You see, the right woman could come along right when I'm in that phase of wanting to party and kicking and act like a teenage fool. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm not ready. Now, oh, she's just another girl, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just fuck her too, and then that, you know what I mean? Your mind's not right. Your mind's not in the right space. You gotta be ready to receive that fucking blessing, man. When you come, and sometimes by you talking to multiple people, the right person come along and you don't even sense it like that, because you got so many other options. So you don't even sense it. Versus, like, let's just say you were staying to yourself and then the right person came along. You're going to sense that and feel that way more than if you talking to 20 women or 20 men and the right person come along. You're probably just going to throw them right in the fucking, in the batch of women and men you're dealing with. But what if you was just standing yourself, you know, doing your job, whatever, your career, whatever, then the right person come along? It's different. You're going to be able to reciprocate towards that more because you're not out there talking to these many people and giving your attention to this and this and this. It's almost impossible. You giving your attention to so many people, then the right person come along and you're going to reciprocate to them correctly. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, man. A lot of people don't know what they want because they're talking to so many people. It ain't because all of them people could be good enough. But since they're talking to so many different people, they can't reciprocate it. I've always said this to people, and y'all not listening. Same thing with if you're hurt by somebody, you just broke up with a woman or man, mainly the women. You just broke up with a dude and you and your feelings, and then all these other guys say all 5 of them are right. Say, hypothetically saying, but she can't reciprocate that because she's hurt by that guy. Well, it's the same thing when you're out, when your mindset is, I'm going to kick it until the right one come along, then I'm going to settle down. That's like a man saying, I'm going to sleep with a bunch of women, and then one day I'm just going to run into a woman and I'm just going to stop. Yeah, right. Even if he did stop for a while, he going to get that itch. Because it's like trying to quit smoking or some shit. It's hard to do that shit cold turkey right then and there. That shit you gotta quit for a month. Damn, I relapsed. All right, I quit for 2 months this time. Damn, I relapsed again. Now I got it on the 3rd try. I got that shit for good. That's how that shit work, man. It ain't like you just. It ain't like you just you can just switch from this to that. That's the problem with people. Well, when I'm single, I'm gonna be this, and then when I get a boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm gonna switch to that. You're already supposed to be switching to this or that. Matter of fact, what if a guy really would like you, but he's seen some shit? Like, say you partying with your girlfriend, or if you're a girl watching, and the dude partying with his friends, but he really not like that. Say he really want a woman and shit, but you seen or her, and you see that they party, and now you think that's what they do. But maybe they was just out having fun. Remember, they was just having fun with people until the right one come along. But that could have pushed the right one away. Versus, he ain't even out partying. He or she ain't even out partying. They just handling business, going home, working on a project or some shit. You know, I'm just giving y'all examples of some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying if you go out and party and you're wrong. I'm not saying that shit. But I'm just saying that could be a problem. That could be a problem. You might not be a player at all. But since you're moving like that, the woman, she's not going to believe you. So I'm moving like a player. It looks like I'm a player, and I'm moving like a player. But I'm going to convince her, nah, you the right one. You just came along. I'm going to change now. Back to who I was. Even if I was a guy that wasn't that player, she's not going to believe that shit. Because I'm already caught in the mix. I already look guilty. Man. And not only that, even if I don't look guilty to the girl, my mindset will probably be, it would probably be difficult to reciprocate towards that woman who came in my life because I got all these hoes now. I'm talking to all these hoes. You're not going to reciprocate. You're just going to look at her as just another one. Or if it's a woman, it's the same thing. Imagine a woman going out partying a lot, and then somehow, some way, she's just going to pick this right guy, and then she's just going to stop doing all that. Even though they do that shit, but what happens usually? They pick the wrong guy. They reciprocate towards the wrong guy. You got to be prepared for this shit, man. And the right person is not just somebody you just meet one day and voila, they're the right person. No, because the right person, I could be the right guy for this girl, but the wrong guy for this girl. But I'm the same fucking guy. Why is that? That's because me and this girl, the one that I'm right for, we know how to deal with each other better than this girl over here. For whatever reason, we can't, when we have problems and situations, agreements and all this other shit, disagreements, this girl over here, we work better than I do with this one over here. How would I know that just off of, oh, that's the right one, now I'm going to stop partying and shit? It don't work that fucking way, man. You literally have to get in a relationship or get to know somebody to know if they're the right person. There's no way around it. There is no way around it, man. Fairy tale land is telling y'all you meet somebody and boom, they the right person just because you know off of your senses. If it was that fucking easy, then nobody would pick the wrong person. Everybody would pick the right person because they would know just by senses and shit without going through it to see if they're the right person or not. You're not going to know unless you deal with the person. That's the only way to find out. There is no other way. Even if you deal with them for a couple of days and they show you flags, it don't matter. You still have to deal with them, one way or another. But let's just say this, okay? Like I said, like the title says, y'all see what the title say? But I'm gonna apply that to the same thing when women say, date them all until the right one acts right or some shit. Well, the right one ain't gonna act right, even if every guy she dealing with is the right one. Let's just hypothetically say that. We know that's not true, but let's just say this is true. Even if every guy she's dealing with is the right one, hypothetically saying, why the fuck would they even consider if she's moving a certain way? They're not going to. If you're moving in the movement of a woman saying, I'm going to date them all until I find the right one, I'm going to see that, oh, well, she's talking to him and him and him. I'm not going to take her serious. And she might not even be a woman that is like that. But the way she's moving, I have no choice but to see it looks like this. It must be this. I can't tell that that's not what you really are, because you're only moving that way to date like that until one acts right. I don't know that really. So I'm going to judge by what I see. Look at all those guys on her phone. Nah, I'm good. Same thing with a woman. She see look at all those girls in his phone, man. Nah, I'm good. I might not be a player at all. But since I want to date them all until one acts right type shit, I look guilty. You know what I mean? You can't do it that way. You just simply cannot do it that way. And you're not going to become that right person. This is one of the most underrated things. People got to understand that you have to become a fucking husband or wife before you become a husband or wife. Why the fuck would somebody make you a husband or wife if you're not a husband or wife? People act like you run down the aisle to the altar. Now you're husband or wife. No, you was already husband or wife before you walked down the aisle. That's why somebody married you. You marry somebody. If I marry a woman, it's because I think she's already wife. It ain't got nothing to do with the damn altar, man. That's just an event. You know what I mean? To make it official or whatever. But she should already be wife before I even think about marrying the girl. These are facts, man. But nobody want to hear that shit. The man should already be a husband before you even think about marrying him. I don't understand why this is so fucking hard. I don't get it. I don't understand why people don't get this shit, man. They be in fairy tale land, man. You cannot move that way because you're going to push the right one off, or the right ones off. Period. You have to move the right way. Let's just say you're a good woman and you move. Keep that. Don't switch it up because some men ain't acting right. No, because the right one is going to reciprocate towards that. Only the wrong ones ain't going to care if you're talking to 5, 10 men. Because guess why? Because all they want to do is fuck. But the right guy is not going to want that. Because let me ask y'all a question. Why does the right guy not want you talking to multiple men? Because he's scared to get hurt. Why don't the wrong guy care if you talk to multiple men? Is it because he's more masculine and he's not insecure and all this bullshit, that game they try to feed y'all? Nope. That's not really what it is. That's just game. The real reason why the wrong guy does not give a flying fuck if you talk to 10 men, because he don't give a fuck. He ain't getting hurt. He talking to 10 women. Same thing vice versa. That's why a lot of women don't care. That's why I noticed one thing about females. The women who are more in their feelings, you could tell if a woman's serious or not because she more into her feelings. I'm not saying the girl there's levels to this shit and all women are different, I know. So I'm not saying a woman gonna be blowing up your phone at your house and all this crazy shit. But you could tell if a woman's serious or not because she'll be in her feelings somehow, some way. How she interacts with you. You know what I mean? It'd be on a more deeper level. It wouldn't be on no I don't give a fuck level. I don't care if you hit me up or not, nigga type shit. It wouldn't be like that. Those are women who are talking to different men more than you. That's why they don't give a fuck. That's why their attitude is like that. But they'll fix that attitude for the right guy. You know what I mean? Because that right guy, they only want to deal with just him. instead of dealing with multiple men. When they're dealing with multiple men, that's where you get that attitude from, or that I don't care attitude type thing. Even though I'm the type of guy, I don't give a fuck if a woman wants to fuck with me or not, because I have to keep that mentality so to protect myself, right? Even though I'm that type of guy, it doesn't mean that I don't care about the chick, or I'm not serious. It's just to protect myself. I can't give a fuck if she don't give a fuck. I have to instantly, okay, she don't want to fuck with me, I can't fuck with her no more. I gotta respect that. I gotta be happy for her because all I wanted was happiness anyway type shit. That's how I look at it. But if I want the right woman, don't I gotta be moving? Don't I gotta become the right man? Or can I just act like a player and then boom, one day, thank you God, she came? Nah. Who telling y'all this lie? That's gotta be Satan himself. Nah. I can't move like a player and all this other shit. And then the right woman, the blessing from God, the woman from God, is he just, here you go. And I'm moving like a damn heathen. No, people, it don't work that way. I'm gonna have to clean up some stuff. Matter of fact, I might not get it from God until I do clean it up. Why would God give me a blessing from a woman just so I could destroy it or mess it up? It don't make sense, people. He's not gonna do that. The girl's not going to even be able, the right woman's not going to reciprocate towards that. She's going to sniff that bullshit out that I'm doing. She's not going to fuck with that. See, part of being a right woman or man is this judgment. They have good judgment. So they're not going to pick some bullshit. Y'all got to stop this shit. Don't believe that shit, man. Don't believe I'm going to move like the wrong, I'm going to do what I want type shit. And then the right man just going to, no, you got to become the right woman or man for the right woman or man to notice you. There's no other way around this shit, man. There's no other way. So y'all trying to tell me a woman could be on Facebook all the time, I'm not judging, and show her body to everybody, and the right type of guy. We're not just talking about any guy. No, the right type of guy is going to be okay with that. No, he's not. He's not, because he's the right guy, meaning he's scared to get hurt by you. The right guy is actually going to care. Therefore, if he sees you showing your body to all type of men, he's going to be like, I can't get, that's going to hurt me. And he cares. That's what makes him the right guy, because he actually gives a fuck. Meaning he's looking to try to care about a woman and be with a woman. Versus, man, I fuck all these women. I don't give a fuck. She can show her body whoever. Who cares? Because he don't care. He's a player. He don't give a fuck. All he want to do is fuck you anyway. So it don't matter if you're showing your body to 10 men or not. He's not going to say nothing. And he's going to come across as he's he's not insecure and this and that. When really it's because, oh yeah, he's not thirsty and this and that. He didn't blow up he don't text me as much and he's not clingy and all that. Really what it really is I got 20 different girls on deck, so fuck that bitch anyway. That's what it really is. I don't really want her anyway. I don't want a relationship anyway type shit. I just want to fuck anyway type shit. And they win. They win because they come across as, like I said, more masculine, more, they don't seem as thirsty and all this other shit. But deep down inside, it's really the opposite. It's the fact that them not caring and giving a fuck gives them the upper edge, because women don't understand. Some women do, but most don't. You know what I mean? They just don't understand. For whatever reason, they just don't get it. It's like they kick against a guy that actually really cares. I don't get it. You know, this guy, he don't even know you. $500, here you go, I'm cashing out. And a guy that care, he's not going to do that. You know why? Because he's trying to find a woman to care about, and he's scared. He's scared that he'll get hurt because he actually cares. But a guy that don't care, of course he might give you $500. He's just trying to fuck. Fuck it. Well, I got to lose. It ain't tricking if you got it, nigga. Here, I got 500. That's why he do that. A man that care ain't gonna do that shit. Y'all not hearing me though, man. If you're a woman watching, put it like this: a woman, you know how they say that the woman makes the guy wait that they actually want in a relationship or see as boyfriend material. That's why. Now apply that to men when they cashing out and shit. It's the same fucking thing. Why is a man giving you his money and all this, jumping out the window so damn quickly if he actually is trying to be serious and try to really get to know you. He wouldn't do that shit if he was, because he would be scared to get hurt and he'd be scared to get robbed of, I guess you could say, the money. A guy's tricking, he don't consider that robbery. A man that actually cared probably would, because he wants more out of the woman. If I'm just trying to fuck, it ain't no robbery to me. Oh, well, I gave her money, she gave me what I wanted. But if I'm trying to get more out of you and I'm giving you $500, yeah, I feel robbed. All she did is took my money and she gone now. Y'all don't get it, man. But back to like I was saying, I do believe a lot of times it makes sense why a woman would make a man wait that she actually likes, because she doesn't want to, she's scared to get hurt. And believe, man, a lot of people think this is cap. A lot of y'all have gotten pussy because the woman didn't think that highly of you. Like, you was good enough to fuck, whatever, but she like, he really ain't shit anyway, so I'm just gonna fuck him. I'll go ahead and fuck him. I don't care about him. And then the one she care about, she's scared to get hurt by you if she did go there with you. As crazy as it sounds, a lot of y'all have gotten pussy because the woman didn't think that highly of you. She thought highly enough of you to fuck you, but not to commit to you. And the guy she like a lot, she's scared to let him hit yet, because she's scared that he might leave, not want her no more, all kind of shit. So it is true to a certain extent. It's backwards as fuck, because if a man really trying to fuck with you, doesn't matter if you let him fuck or not, he's not going to just bash, because that's not all he wanted. But I understand why women think this way and why some of them move this way. And now if they understand that this is how men move, it's the same thing. If the man really cares, he's not jumping out the fucking window right away. It's not happening. It's not happening. And stop thinking because he calls you or texts back right away and all this other shit, he's weak or he ain't got no options or whatever the fuck y'all be thinking. Why don't you think that maybe this motherfucker actually like me? And maybe the other one act like he's so busy and all. Man, a lot of times it'd be some bullshit. It's gaming. Yeah, he busy with another girl. That's what he busy doing. Or she busy with another dude. That's what she doing. Because we all know when a woman really like you, a lot of times she on it. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden she busy. She can't text you. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm telling y'all, man. Got to become this right person, man, in order to get the right person. So it didn't work with the last girl. Detox. Why would you go talk to more toxic people? It don't make sense. I never, when I break up out of a relationship, I never go, I'm going to just fuck everybody now. Why would I do that to myself? Why would I lose myself because I lost somebody that probably I shouldn't have had in my life anyway? Or it was time for them to get out of my life. A lot of people are letting the people who destroyed them, a lot of people are losing themselves because they lost somebody. And honestly, it was probably meant for them to lose that person out of their life. It probably was a good thing. But they lose themselves in the process. Then before you know it, 6 months later, you're a whole nother person. You out sleeping around and shit now and this and that. You wasn't doing none of that before. Why would you lose yourself? If anything, become better. If you're going to lose anything about yourself, lose that downgraded version. Make yourself a better version. Why would you downgrade yourself after a breakup or whatever and start moving a certain way? Why? You're going to probably attract worse. Which probably explains why certain people who was probably not good for the relationship anyway, it probably explains why some of them end up with worse or downgraded people. Because after they break up with somebody, they don't improve, they get worse. So now they're attracting even worse people. Most people do not, if they the problem in the relationship, you know, they was doing this or that and the relationship ends, they usually get worse. The other people usually get better. But that's all I got to say to y'all, man. Don't let these people determine how you move and who you are as a person. You can't be like, well, since it doesn't seem like the right one's near right now, I'm just gonna act a fool. You can't do that. Just period. You just can't do it, man. Because you'll never get the right person that way. You'll never get the right person that way because you're not becoming the right person. In order to get, remember this, y'all, and I'm done, man. In order to get the right person, you got to become the right person. How you gonna get the right person if you're not becoming the right person? If you don't believe me, imagine me with a girlfriend. I'm a faithful dude and all this, and she cheated, broke up with me. Now imagine me, man, I'm just going to be a player for now, and then the right woman, eventually, she's just going to pop in my lap. So I'm going to go from this solid dude, good dude, that don't be fucking around all this shit. Now the girl, I caught her cheating, we broke up. Now I'm about to be a player and all this. Somehow, some way, the right woman's just going to fall in my lap that way. Doesn't make any sense, man. And even if she did, I'm going to fuck it up because more than likely, I'm probably not going to notice. You dealing with so many women and men, you can't even notice which one the right one is. How you gonna reciprocate? It's too difficult to reciprocate to people when you're dealing with so many people. It's just too difficult. This is why a lot of men don't appreciate good women, because they're talking to a lot of women. It's not that the woman's not good enough. Man, all 20 of them might be good enough. But since he's talking to 20 of them, now the value of all of them is diluted, it's degraded. It doesn't mean that they're not valuable and they're not good enough. It's the fact that he's talking to 20 different people. This is why, same thing with a woman, vice versa. She talks to a lot of men. This is why a lot of rich people aren't happy. It's not that they can't be happy. It's just that they got so much stuff. It's diluted. It dilutes it. If they not careful, if they don't know how to appreciate shit, it's going to dilute it. Like, man, I got 20 cars, and you're not going to be able to enjoy it no more because you got so many of them. You got it at just like that, boom. And that's probably why a lot of them celebrity rappers and shit start dealing with men. They got so many women, they don't even appreciate women no more. They want to start sleeping with each other. Being honest. Models all day long everywhere. Now to the average guy, they like, man, that's a dream. Well, now they didn't live the dream, and now they bored. Now I guess we'll mess with men now. You know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all examples. Can't move like that, man, because you just can't move like that. You just can't be like, all right, man, I'm just going to talk to 20 different women and then just pick the right one. It ain't going to work that way, man. Because that right one is going to probably be one of them 20 women, and I'm not going to reciprocate towards, I'm not going to be able to reciprocate towards her like that because I'm talking to multiple people. It doesn't matter if I care about them or not. I'm still talking to them. I'm still getting energy from them, attention and all this other shit. And it goes back to the same thing I've been telling y'all over and over again. It's just like when you just breaking up with somebody, that energy and all, you know, your feelings and all that towards that person makes it hard for you to reciprocate towards other people. It could be the perfect person, but you comparing them to that person you was just with, and it kind of dilutes their value. It doesn't mean that they're not good enough, but your ex, since you didn't wait, like, you know, people jump from relationship, whatever, they didn't wait long enough to get serious again with somebody. So now they try to like somebody right away, and it don't work that way. What if you waited, or what if you was completely over your ex? I guarantee you, you would like that person way more. You'd appreciate them way more. You would see the value in them way more. But you don't, because you got that delusion from the ex. That attachment from the ex still hindering that shit. It's hard to deal with. Best way I can explain that, a woman just got heartbroken, and let's just hypothetically say 5 guys are all good though. All 5 of them, let's just say they all solid. Almost 9 times out of 10, she probably won't like none of them like that. She probably still comparing them to the person she's attached to. That person's still winning right now. She has to break that attachment first. Then she probably can find one of them 5 guys and be like, yeah, all right, I want that one or that one. It's just different, man. It's just different. If you down to your last dollar versus $1 million, you're not going to look at that fucking $1 the same as $1 million. You're not. But if you had that last fucking dollar, you're going to appreciate that motherfucker like gold. That's just the way it is. So when people are talking to multiple people, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. They can't appreciate those people the way that correctly. They can't appreciate those people correctly, as if they was only talking to one person, maybe two. Let's just say they trying to see which one, maybe two or some shit. But you got 10, 20 people. Come on, man. It's too many. Too many. It is what it is, man. Y'all believe what the fuck y'all want. I'm just telling y'all why a lot of men don't appreciate women, especially the ones that are popular, talking to a whole bunch of women. And the same reason why a lot of women don't appreciate men like that. I've noticed that when I'm not trying to say that certain women don't have options and then others do, but if you really look at it, and you look at the ones who got a whole bunch of men at them versus some who got some men, you can see the difference of how they are towards you, how they interact with you. It's different. It's just way different versus a woman who got every fucking man after her. It's tough. Good luck with that unless you really stand out as a man. More than likely, she's not going to appreciate. It's going to be super hard for her to find somebody that she actually is satisfied with and appreciate, because it's so easy for her to get another dude in her face tomorrow. That's just the way it is. Unless that woman individually really knows how to appreciate a dude. And she moves that way. That's what it really, it's not necessarily that the woman got all these options. It's how she chooses to move. Like, she can have a billion options, but if she only chooses to deal with one guy at a time, that's a whole different story. But what if she can have a billion options and she chooses to deal with 20 men? Good luck locking that girl down. Good luck with that shit. Now apply that shit with men. Because you could be a handsome man and choose to only want one woman. Or you could be a handsome man and choose to deal with multiple women. That one who chooses to deal with one woman is going to appreciate a woman, because that's what he doesn't want, a bunch of women. It's going to be, he's more capable of appreciating a woman. Not saying the other guy isn't, but the way he chooses to move is what makes it harder for him to appreciate one woman, because he chooses to deal with multiple women. It is what it is, man. Y'all believe what y'all want. Y'all want a multiple date with 5, 10 men and women and shit? Go ahead. Go ahead. Good luck. It works against you when they're doing it, and it works against you on your behalf of trying to choose somebody when you're doing it. Good luck, man. Imagine me with the right girl. See, everybody want to scream, I'm gonna wait till I get the right girl. What if I get the right girl? We're on a date right now, right? Let's remember, I'm a have fun with multiple until the right one comes. Let's say I have fun with multiple for the last 6 months. Then the right one came, right? Let's just say she's right here with me right now. The right one's right here. We about to go on a dinner date or some shit. Now my phone blowing up from 3 different women from the past 6 months or something. Oh, nah, it's only you, girl. I don't fuck with nobody. She's not gonna believe that shit, man. She's just not gonna believe that shit. She'll be like, yeah, right, you just like the rest. That's why you can't move that way. If I wasn't moving that way, more than likely ain't nobody blowing my phone up like that shit. It's just not gonna happen. And my mindset is going to appreciate that woman more versus, man, I got other ones on deck too. She seemed like she cool, but I'm gonna still talk to them too. You're not gonna be able to reciprocate who that woman is fully to the fullest, because you're talking to other women too. Plain and simple. All right, y'all. So I'm out of here, man. Do what y'all do, though. You ain't got, hey, just ignore this whole video. I don't know what I'm talking about.